You know, the overwhelming majority of people are kind of just winging it.
I don't need nothing else. Every time I'm with you, yo, it's something else. It's a fact, and it's nothing else. Got your hand out, you don't even need the help. Ooh, I don't need nothing else. Every time I'm with you, yo, it's something else. It's a fact, and it's nothing else. Got your hand out, you don't even need the help. Ooh,
That's right.
I don't need nothing else.
That's right.
Kingstream Entertainment.
I was thinking about the different ways that people are trying to find success in the areas they want to be successful in, whether that's finances, whether that's their health and fitness, their relationships. You know, the overwhelming majority of people are kind of just winging it. They're just kind of shooting from the hip. They're letting life happen to them, and there's no guide. And when you're driving and you're trying to get to somewhere you've never been before, what do you tend to do? You tend to use your GPS. I prefer Waze. I think Waze is super dope. Some people don't like Waze, but I like Waze. I could hit reroute and it'll give me alternative routes and give me updates. And some people may like Google Maps, and some people may like Apple Maps. Or when you're going somewhere you've never been before, or maybe you've only been there once or twice, usually you need the GPS to get there. And so my question to a lot of people is like, well, what is your GPS? What is guiding you to get to where you want to go to? There could be multiple GPSs, but for the most part, they're trying to get you to the same place, and a lot of them are going to take similar routes. And so the stuff that I'm attempting to encourage people to do, getting a hold of their finances, getting on a budget, getting out of debt, saving more money, keeping track of what they're eating, being more active. These are principles and habits of successful people across the board. Successful people tend to be smart with their money. They tend to not spend more than they earn. They tend to save. They tend to get out of debt. They tend to be on a budget. People who are in great fitness, health, take an inventory and take accountability for what they're eating. And they track their food if they're trying to get to a specific place. The other day I had this idea. I'm a huge fan of gummy worms. And I was like, man, I wonder if anybody has ever created a gummy worm that's high in protein, because most of them are just high in sugar and high in fructose and junk, right? And so my wheels started spinning, and I have this new protein I've been putting in my yerba mate teas, and it's collagen protein. It's supposed to be really good for you, good for your skin, good for your hair, all that kind of stuff. And it's high in protein. So it doesn't have a taste, meaning you can put it in teas and you can't taste it. So it's awesome for drinking teas and coffee and stuff like that. So I was like, I wonder if anybody has thought to put collagen in gummy worms, make a high protein, all natural gummy worm. So started researching, and my wife, Monette, was like, well, we could make it. We just need gelatin and we need fruit, and that's it. So we had to find the list of ingredients and instructions for how to put the ingredients together. There's multiple ways to get to gummy worms, but at the end of the day, you can't just wing it. You need a list of ingredients, and you need instructions and the order in which you're supposed to put the ingredients together. And so we kind of walked through the process, had this idea, walked through the process, and it was pretty fun. We did it as a family. We made these collagen gummy worms, little gummy bears, and they didn't taste the greatest. It was our first time trying it, but at least we had a recipe, we had ingredients, we had the instructions, and we walked through the process. And again, in the same way, the stuff that I'm hoping people pick up is, what ingredients are you trying to add to your life to have the success? What instructions are you following? Who are you listening to? People that have achieved this? Or are you just winging it? You just going in the kitchen and just picking out a bunch of stuff and just trying your best? I would hope that you guys would be looking for the ingredients and the instructions to get the desired result that you want. And it may take you a couple times. The first time we made them, they were okay, but the texture was different. They didn't taste like the gummy worms you get at the store. And sometimes you might have to try a recipe several times before it actually works for you.
I know the way, ayy, know the way, he really is the way, he the way, ayy, you can follow me, ayy, I know the way, ayy, never been afraid, cause we know the way, ayy.
Baby, I've been on the way now. You should go check out the layout. When you start with the most high, only right now that we pray out. Only right that I gotta explain how I can take my family for a day out. And the balance from changing my PayPal. These the pros of becoming a brave child of God. Baby, there was no more tears. Baby, there was no more fears, yeah. How do we end up here, but we ain't going nowhere, yeah. I've been looking all my life. I've been looking for the right path.